So welcome, Dan, to Serving Up Support today. So a quick introduction on Dan. Dan White is a Chicago native who moved to Burlington, Vermont in 2011, where he founded Localvore. He's tuning in from Burlington today. Localvore has helped thousands of merchants acquire customers online. It has facilitated over $5 million in customer transactions on various platforms to over 20,000 customers in New England and beyond. Dan graduated in 2008 from the University of Wisconsin with a bachelor's in economics and has been focused on building a platform that gives local businesses a level playing field and one that strengthens and builds thriving local economies and food systems. So we're thrilled to have you here, Dan. Thank you so much for your willingness to share insights on e-commerce for food brands and businesses. As an entrepreneur yourself, we appreciate your time. I'm sure you're very busy, and look forward to hearing more about what you're working on and how entrepreneurs may be able to leverage some key insights you have to share. So thank you.
Thank you, Lauren. This is really awesome, and it's a great experience to do this and reach out to a new network and kind of share a few thoughts about, what we can do just in the short term to make progress. I think, what I wanted to let the crowd know here is that e-commerce is a big industry. I'm not the foremost expert in it. And as an entrepreneur, I think it was my approach with this presentation to try to talk about, something simple that we've done over the years at Localvore that any business can do to kind of make progress, right? And this is a time where, small wins are going to add up into long-term successes. So I'm really pleased to be here, and thank you so much. I'm really grateful to be on the show.
Awesome.
So yeah, if you want, I can just kind of jump right in.
Go for it.
Awesome. So first of all, getting set up to sell online. If you're not already set up there, I did see that Shopify is doing a 90-day free trial, which is pretty awesome. And they're, kind of just a really great brand. And I've seen a lot of success with partners that we've worked with who use Shopify accounts. The other ones are great too, though. I mean, as long as you choose the right one that's for you, these third parties can help you get set up, and it's really pretty, cut and paste these days. So, if you already are set up online, that's fantastic. In our experience, email really still ends up being, the way to really convert customers on e-commerce. We find that, social is great brand building, and it's great to build followers and promote things that essentially end up giving you their a new customer's email address, right? So running a giveaway, I think what I like about it is, again, from a short-term perspective, while we're in this COVID crisis, is, coming up with a prize and giving it away online through these digital tools is just something you can execute on really quickly. So this is just one example of probably hundreds of giveaways we've run, since I started the company in 2011. And essentially, this tool, Viral Sweep, there's some other ones out there. They're really just also so simple to use, really affordable, and they can help you kind of set these types of landing pages up that are going to collect emails and opt people in with the right language. So, you can really give away anything you want. Typically what I found is like 3 ways to win or 5 ways to win gets the best result. So you can say something like, we're giving away $500 of gift certificates. The grand prize winner gets a $250 gift card. And then, 4 or 5 runners up will get $50 gift cards. And typically we just partner with other businesses and other like-minded brands that can also help contribute to those prize costs, or act as co-promotional partners too. And you can have the customer essentially opt into a form that allows us to share the emails with the partners. And some of you have probably done giveaways. I'm sure I'm not giving you a brand new idea here. I think the point is we're talking about e-commerce and online sales, and many of us are transitioning. So just to back up, so partners co-promote. The next step, if you have an ad budget, is we've targeted customers, right? So this was one we did a few years ago, where we were looking for that ski, snowboard, travel audience that was going to use Localvore to come up to Stowe and then use our app to go out to a restaurant at night or a brewery. So that's the nice thing about social, is you can really use the targeting in their ad ability to get the right customer and spend the money on the right person, right? Google, same thing. In e-commerce, people are searching for certain things, so you can't ignore Google either. And ultimately, once you collect those emails, it's a simple opportunity to come up with an offer where you can just create a promotional code, and Shopify and all those third-party e-commerce providers, they'll have a promo code box, right? So just to back up, I mean, this is going to be quicker than a 15-minute presentation. You get set up to sell online. You run a giveaway to build an email list. If you want, if you have partners, that's better. They co-promote. You can share the lists. You can put some ad budget and target the right people. And then you can send an email out and really fully measure that customer acquisition funnel, right? From what it costs you to get an email to how many people converted to a sale. It's something really, really simple that consumers love. People love to win prizes. They love to get deals. And that's pretty much the presentation. Localvore is, a free platform. I don't know, Lauren, if you want me to share a little bit about what Localvore is as a platform. But that's kind of my short and sweet of what we can do today as small businesses to just create traction in the short term.
I think that's great, Dan, and I think that it really helps simplify the process of really getting your message and your offering and collaboration with other, as you mentioned, similar businesses out to the community and demonstrate sort of your offering, but partnering with others to help raise awareness about what they're doing as well. Rising tide lifts all boats. It's one of our favorite phrases here at Branchfood. But please do share more about what Localvore is offering and how you've been supporting brands to date that are trying to achieve sales and recognition online.
Sure. And I can kind of loop it back into, the giveaway concept and the converting emails to e-commerce. So Localvore is a free platform for merchants. Think of us as kind of, we're trying to take the good parts of the Yelps, the Groupons, the Open Tables, et cetera, of the world, and focus it on that more than ever, such an important topic of creating wealth in local economies, whether that's, buying local food, eating at a restaurant that's sourcing local, ordering really great sustainable products through e-commerce, going to small businesses that are, health and wellness or activity related for health. So we take all of that small business economy, and what we decided to do after actually running a different business model for 5.5 years is we decided to stop charging the businesses, because we live in a world now of Netflix and Spotify and consumer subscription. And we looked at, the idea of just saying, hey, we don't have to ask these small business owners anymore for this revenue share or that monthly fee. And we can really make this platform universal for consumers who don't want to, buy one deal at a time on a site like Groupon. So we created an app that right now is called Localvore Passport. It'll eventually just be called Localvore, but if you're downloading it in the App Store, the Android store, it's called Localvore Passport. And so it helps you geolocate things. So this first piece is about, if you're a business, you get a free profile. If you're online and you're just e-commerce, that's okay too. We can still give you a free profile and identify you as an online vendor. So we have some meal kit delivery companies, for example, that don't have a brick and mortar space, but everyone starts with a free profile. People can geolocate you on a map. They can go into your profile and read more about you. We're actually rolling out the beginnings of our free content feed. And I just want to mention, this is free to the user, the consumer user, and it's free. Everything's free to the businesses. This is free for consumers. And this is a free social channel that we're rolling out actually at the end of the week here. So essentially what we're going to do is just ask businesses to do one simple thing, which is include hashtag Localvore on their Instagram posts. And then we've essentially linked that up with a feed that is going to be on our app. So that way we can aggregate all this information that's being put out on Instagram that the consumer side is kind of having to, piece together because they're seeing, too much different content on one feed. So we're going to call this, the local feed, right? And people will eventually be able to tag and do all the great things you can do on a platform like Instagram. To start, it's just going to be the content itself so that we can get information about what people are doing, especially right now with moving to delivery options or online opportunities. And then the way we make revenue is through our consumer subscription model. So we charge $9.95 a month or $60 a year right now to access offers that can either be redeemed online or at a brick and mortar. Everyone can start with a 30-day free trial. So this is where we look to partner with businesses that, can create a unique offer for our subscribers so that we can use it as a way to measurably drive in business for them. And what we like to say is we like to call merchants a true partners, because we're now on the same side of the fence and we both want, we want the consumer subscriber and you want the consumer customer of however your business looks at them, as whether they're a subscriber or a, loyal transacting customer. So once you put an offer up, and we can customize whatever the business wants, then we go back to a model like the giveaway model, right? How can we work together? We can put some of our marketing budget to a campaign with a specific merchant and say, okay, where does the Localvore customer overlap with your ideal customer? Okay, let's set up a targeted ad. Let's do a giveaway, and we'll even put our own capital behind that to make sure that we're, creating success for vendors. There's no contract or obligation. Just like if you went to Instagram, no one's forcing you to post. So we want to give the businesses control so that they can, use the platform to create value for them and the consumer. So that's pretty much what Localvore is. And I guess I'll just leave it there and open it up because I want to hear from the community out here what they're thinking and what questions they might have.
Thank you, Dan. Well, one question that I have, I would love to know if there are specific types of products, beverages, shelf-stable, fresh, perishable, that are ideally suited to the Localvore platform. As you think and you look across portfolio of companies that you've worked with, who tends to be best to leverage what you've built and work with Localvore to help get sales and products to market?
Definitely. So I would say, most of what we've done in the past year and a half has been driving customers to brick and mortar experiences like restaurants, breweries, cideries, cafes, right? And what's happened with COVID is it actually